Hey y'all, happy Friday. How you doing? I've got some frequency playing in the background. I put it in the comments. It's 639 frequency. So everyone who's found their way here is dealing with a heart awakening. And the wisdom that you're gaining through this process is coming in the form of pearls. And so you found your way here with purpose. As the Ascended Masters, you've been working, everybody who finds their way here is working on the Ascended Master path. I'm going to go ahead and share a couple things about the pearls. Maybe you've been seeing them, maybe they've come around you. Hopefully this is synchronistic. I'm thinking it probably is. We've been talking about this for the last couple weeks. And I wanted to share some things before we actually get into the oracle. First of all, there are actually 4 types of real pearls. I say real because only about 1 in every 10,000 pearls holds a pearl. Okay. And that is really unique as most pearls are actually cultured, which means that they're made. Okay. So pearls, first of all, are made through layers and layers of nacre, is what it's called. And this is a crystalline mineral of aragonite. And, when I did a quick Google search about aragonite, I thought it was really interesting and I wanted to share it with you guys. The aragonite is a stabilizing stone that centers and grounds physical energies. It's useful in times of stress. It helps to prepare for meditation and stabilizes spiritual development. It provides insight into the causes of problems and situations. So, how beautiful is that, actually? That it's super, super connected. I thought that was very cool. And some other things that my guides wanted me to share with you is it takes 6 months to form a pearl, and it can take up to 24 months. So it's 6 to 24 months. And how about this? I was talking about on an earlier reading how the Disney different movies have been coming in, and on September 1st, so not too long ago, or actually October 1st, I was drawn to watch Alice in Wonderland out of nowhere. I'm getting the number 13 is associated with the pearl. And get this, in the Alice in Wonderland, there is a scene that has a bunch of pearls with the walrus dancing around the rock in a circle. And I really thought this was, when I was watching the movie, I was like, oh my God, they went to the pearls and it was a mother pearl with all of her babies. And there was a calendar on the wall that said March. So here we are. March is month 3. And there was an initiation that you accepted. And that's why you found yourself here. Because here we are, how many months later? Well, we're in October, which is month 10, and it's been at least 7 months. So you found yourself here because this is a challenge that you've undertaken, and the Ascended Masters brought you here for a message. So we're going to get started in just a moment. The pearls are known as the Queen of the Jewels. And this is all an activation to your feminine energy, a healing to your feminine energy. And in fact, ancients used to believe that a pearl was born of the earth water and heaven's powers and considered the daughters of the moon. So, my beautiful daughters of the moon, what do we have coming forward for you? Let's go ahead and find out. We're going to start with pile number 1, okay, at 435. I like to write that down. So pile number 1, we're going to start by rolling the astro dice. And what we're going to do here with the astro dice, everything's going to be on camera today, you guys. And what we're going to do with the astro dice is we're going to get, the pearl is considered a wound. It's a healing. So you are actually presented the pearl as a gift from Aphrodite or Venus when the wound is healed. So let's go ahead and find out pile number 1. What wound? What's the energy around the wound? Okay, so we've got a 5, we've got Gemini, and we've got the moon. So let's go ahead and get some more information. The moon deals, of course, with emotions, habits, moods, and the unconsciousness. So this is letting me know that, this is surrounding some shadow work. We're in the right area of what we just talked about. Now, the energy of Gemini, or excuse me, I said Gemini. It's actually Aquarius. Forgive me. So the water bearer. But we have introspection, anxiety, unpredictable future, a need for communication. And then we have in our 5th house. And our 5th house has to do with fertility, being a woman, birthing something. It represents creativity, water, teaching, hobbies, or a romance. So I feel with these particular dice that have come in for you, okay, I'm feeling, first of all, that the moon cycle is really important and that you should use the moon cycle to your benefit, making intentions for the month based on the new moon, and then manifesting and coming and manifesting with the full moon. Now, we happen to be on a full moon, so we're actually going to do a 30-day. We're going to give you 30 days of wisdom here, and it's going to assist you in this pearl, in you claiming your pearl. Okay, so what I'm feeling for those of you that found this pile, it's very fast moving energy. Okay, we're going to go ahead and shuffle your energy in, but you guys are the couple channel message. You are the woman with the pearl necklace. So there's 4 different kinds of pearls, but we're only going to talk about 2 of them today. And the pearl that's coming up is the European pearl, which is known as the white and golden South Sea pearl. And this particular one has a lot to do with the solar plexus and the Atlantean timeline. So that should already resonate with you. We've got the number 66 coming up for the European pearls, which is all about grace and gratitude. That is one of the biggest messages that you're getting right now. Definitely divine feminine. And in this picture, she's looking to the left. So this is all about a healing to your feminine energy. And some channeled messages is Harry Potter came up, Gryffindor. Okay. Fast moving energy. So I loved that this came forward when I was choosing the oracle. And the mirror, specifically in this particular famous painting, is suggesting about duality. So that is surrounding what we're talking for you. And isn't that interesting? Because we got the moon in your energy, which is talking about the water and the emotions. And then we got the Aquarius, which is actually the water bearer. So, in many ways, I feel that this is actually about, when we put all this together, I'm feeling that this is actually about a relationship, okay, with a divine counterpart. And you're feeling really triggered. And in fact, there's something in between you and this other person, okay? And this is something I was meant to share with you from the artist. This is a review written about this particular painting that I was meant to share with you. Some say that when you look in the mirror, there's a reflection. And what is being reflected in this painting that you can't see in just the little tiny slice that I gave you is that there's ample time doing petty things to avoid what you're actually being pushed to do. So that should definitely resonate with you. And we have the fast moving energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle in your energy right away. We cut to the buffalo, and I was feeling that. There's this sacrifice. Okay, what I mean by that is there's something in between you and this divine counterpart, and you feel that you have made a sacrifice. And that's what this triggered. This is what's triggering you. Okay. And here we go. This is karmic in nature. I'm seeing the 11 again, a mirror, right? Number 11. You're probably seeing mirrored numbers. And we just discussed this on our last oracle, so you might want to check it out. But the moose came up talking about how they send out a sound to call for their mate. And yeah, so that's just kind of confirming that this is a relationship. I'm really feeling that so much. You'll have to let me know if that resonates, okay? So we're going to do one more, 3 shuffles. 36. So we've got the lizard. This is going full circle, and you're so close. It's just there's this healing in between you and that divine partner so that you can move on. And it's like you've been going in circles, okay? This is coming up for purpose. You keep going round and round and round, and you're not quite sure, but there's something deep down between you. And it's probably a gut feeling that you have, but there is a fear of bringing it up. And the reason that there's a fear of bringing it up is potentially you're afraid of how you might react. You're afraid of the other person's reaction. And this is why we have the emotions tied in here. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get some more information. Okay. So on bottom, we've got that moose. Okay. So we're really confirming that this is about a situation. And this first card is going to also tell us more. Here we go. I just cannot make this up, you guys. We've got another 11. Okay. So 3 and 8 makes 11. And we've got the frog here. And this is the cleansing. There is a cleansing that needs to happen so that you can move forward. Okay. We were already getting that with the lizard, and now the frog is bringing it again. So this is really letting us know that you're just so close. You're ready to leap into something new. But this is what's holding you back. And that's why you found yourself here. That's why you came here with purpose. Okay. So that you can actually get to the bottom. And I love that the frog is coming out, because one of the very first things it's talking about is getting out of those emotions. And, being in the emotion is really not helping you. And that's what's causing things to go round and round. So really getting out and taking a moment to really reflect and allow this oracle to stimulate and inspire you to think about, why do I keep going round and round in this situation? What is holding me back? I know because he's looking to the right. So this is something between you and that relationship. And it's something at 1331. Yeah. At 1331, it's going to change your structure, and you're afraid of how that structure will change. And I just want to tell you, I understand how that feels, and I know it's scary, but at the same point in time, you'll just be going round and round and round. You'll never get closure until you can really face it head on. And that's why we're seeing the mirror. That's why the mirror is coming up, because whatever you're resisting is persisting. Okay. So I think we're really set here in the energy, but there's special magic that you're meant to hear. And I just saw 1413 on the clock. So there's steps involved here. And this could be related to your next step in your healing process. And we're talking about the ant here. Okay. Now, this is the shift, there's a 5 going on. And, I can tell that you guys are community-based workers. You're, what I mean is that you are calling in your spiritual family, and they're helping you, and you're meant to lean on them. Actually, that's the special magic here, because look at here, we've got this stinger, is what I want to say, even though it's not, but it's black compared to the rest of the ant. And in the ant colony, they all have a job, right? But one thing that we don't talk about very often is that it's time to nourish. And so you see the ant chewing on this leaf, and it's time for you to take a little time for yourself to nourish your soul and to really get through this obstacle so that you can move towards your abundance. And that's or let the shift move you to your next step. Okay, let's put that together. To your next step. All right. And this is your divine energy, divine feminine energy calling out for some relaxation. All right. Calling out to not be twisting in those emotions. So that's the special message that you're meant to hear. Now, the energy that was leaving you, what I mean is behind you. This potentially is already foreshadowing that spirit is coming in to change your structure. Again, we got this just the other night, and so this might resonate based on the oracle that you chose. But this is the dolphin, and the dolphin in this particular oracle, yes, it's all about play, but this is a little bit different. This is about finding the rhythm, finding the rhythm. For you to get your flow and for things to be more natural. And this is all about communication. So, with the zero coming in, we are talking about the structure change for you. And Spirit is bringing this in for you. And it's all about getting yourself in that flow. So this is behind you, which means that you've found a way to get into this flow. It could be just using the moon cycle, okay, because that's something that's come up with purpose here. Or it could just be a new job. It could be a new style of communication. It could be a workout routine. There's been a shift to your structure, and this is part of that nourishment. It's started that step for you, okay? So I'm seeing like with it being behind you, we've got the 5 with the special magic and the 4.0. So that's the step we just took. All right. So that's letting me know that this is getting you in the right area. All right. But let's look at what's coming. What's coming in these next 30 days is a ton of communication. Okay. So spirit has your back. And in fact, we're seeing another one. So not only are we dealing with the 11 of balancing karma, but we're adding the 1 to that. So 111, which is, could be numbers that you're seeing. But when you put that together, we're talking about balance. And so spirit is bringing in some communication, and your guides actually physically may have brought you here so that you could better understand what's happening with this wound, okay? What's happening with how you can get closure. And so I just want to mention that tomorrow, actually, a friend of mine is doing, Jolene, she's doing um, a get together tomorrow afternoon on how to connect with your spirit guides. So I thought that that might be helpful for you, okay? To know that. So spirit is definitely coming here. And when I'm looking at this card, I'm also getting that maybe you might be working with your ancestors. And that might be something, it's all intertwined together. And I'm also feeling that with this change, this is what's coming. So this is like energy that's coming. I also feel that you're having a change with your guides. So watch for that because you've just made a recent change. It's now putting you in that new part of the activation, right? So this is could be a change in guides coming, all right? And a change in communication coming your way. And spirit is here to tell you it's from from them. Okay, so that should definitely resonate with the intentions moving forward. This is so beautiful, actually. The intentions moving forward is the healing. It's the dragonfly. And the dragonfly is sitting here trying to keep itself centered on this leaf. It's afraid to jump in the air the first time after its transformation. And we've got the 639 frequency, which is the heart frequency. And so you might really enjoy listening to that to help you process as this energy, the energy has just been something, okay? And I'm seeing that you're going through it because here we have that loop, okay? So we're looping. Look at this loop. This is your feminine energy, and really you're holding on. This heart awakening is really, you're holding on to it and you're looping round and round, and that's why you found yourself here, hopefully for inspiration. You are your own guru, so hopefully this stimulates something for you. And what I want to tell you is the dragonfly is blue, and you're stepping into your authenticity, your divine authenticity. Okay, you've emerged from this like cocoon, so um that should really resonate with you. And they say, and I love this with the rest of the reading so far, because they say that on the back wings there's 4 wings, which is showing this change to your structure, and 2 are the change for you, and the back 2 are where the angels ride to assist you. So isn't that quite lovely? Um, and so the intention is to get this healing, have the intention over these next 30 days to heal this heart awakening. I am understanding that many will be healing this heart awakening by actually right after Halloween. So this is all just really fitting all in the same area. So know that if this is all resonating with you, there's another 30 days here for you to really thrust forward and move through to claim the wisdom in this wound. Okay. And the dragonfly is very beautiful because, of course, its wings are iridescent. And so that is just really pulling everything together, that this pearl, that this initiation that you took to heal this wound is really truly happening. And you're so close. You're so close. The dragonfly doesn't realize the iridescent flittering of its wings until it takes flight. And it's a reflection off the water as it flies over the water, flying over those emotions. And it's a reflection with the sun. So this is really talking about, like, I just feel so, this feels so beautiful for you, in particular, because of all this, how it's all connecting, and that you're not meant to go into those emotions. You're meant to fly over, but there's something deep within, something, I'm feeling forgiveness. And this is between you and that divine counterpart, because you keep going into the emotions, and those emotions are great, but they're leading you. They're leading you, and there's trigger, there's anger. I can feel it. There's a like volatility out of nowhere. It just catches you, but it's doing that. It's going round and round and round, like we said, so that you can finally deal with this, so that you can alchemize this duality, this shadow, so that you can bring a part of you home, okay? And that's that pearl. There's an irritation in that feminine energy, and the pearl is what you get when you find your way all the way through. And so it might be very surprising, but in the trigger, take a moment and ask yourself, why am I so mad? And really start going down that road. Here's the beautiful, when you put together all these messages, this is what's coming forward for the result for you. So let's find out. And it's the hawk. It's the 2. It's, I find this so beautiful because first we had the eagle, right? The eagle is the energy coming forward towards you. This is your new beginning, okay? when you allow yourself to have the healing. And then we're just moving down the steps again. So there'll be more messages coming, but 2 is also the number of alignment. Okay? And so look at how these are in kind of opposite direction, but I want to tell you something. They're both focusing. The eagle is looking to the left, so that's the feminine energy. And the hawk, even though it's coming up here, right? It's got its head turned. It's also, so here, the eagle, sorry, is the masculine energy of the divine coming down to share messages with you, to share the energy with you, to co-create with you. It's all about trusting your feminine energy and taking inspired action for that healing. And then more messages will come, which will lead to what's next for you. Just so gorgeous. And this is about alignment for you, an alignment that's meant for you this lifetime. And so I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I definitely hope that you found some messages here. Please like me if you found messages here, subscribe, share this with others. And I thank you so much for being here, pile number 1. We're going to go ahead and move to pile number 2. At 2625, we also have some steps coming forward. Those of you that chose pile number 2, it's a very vibrant red painting. And we're going to get the energy around you, but let's go ahead and share the channeled messages first. For pile number 2, we're talking about the Tahitian pearl. And this is the black pearl. And what's interesting is it's found in many different waters, but all of them are native to the Red Sea. And I love the synchronistic with the red painting, which is inspired by Pablo Picasso. This is actually called Josephine Baker, and it's inspired by Pablo Picasso. It's done by another artist, and there's a lot of messages here for you. First of all, this is a rags to riches story. As Josephine Baker, she was an African American woman way back at the height of a lot of racism, and she grew up very poor, and she's self-taught dancer, and she became the highest paid dancer in the world. She really made it in Paris. And so how cool is it that we have the divine energy oracle coming through for you guys, which is really cool. And a couple of things about her is, first of all, she was a humanitarian. So you might be a life path 9. Definitely feeling life path 9. And she also is known in humanitarian efforts to adopt children all over the world. And so I feel like you're a teacher. I feel like you have a community. I feel like you work with lots of different people. And she called her children the Rainbow Tribe. And so I definitely feel that you are a spiritual worker, a teacher, a humanitarian, but you are showing others, you're opening doors for others. She also is connected to the animals. And I just love that synchronicity because, as you know, I'm connected to the animals. And she had a pet cheetah with a diamond collar. She had a pet goat and a pet pig, and they would be all over the place, but it was just something that made her really unique. And there's a phrase that she said that's coming forward just for you. The things we truly love stay with us always, locked in our hearts as long as our life remains. So that was a beautiful phrase that came forward for you. And then just a few other messages about the black pearl in specific is that, it actually, I love the synchronicity here because they say that there is a legend that the black pearl is formed in the brain of a dragon. and it's developed through wisdom. And it was born, the black pearl was born when the rainbow met the earth. And isn't that just beautiful? Um, I really, really loved that. So this is definitely talking about some really a lot of inspiration. We're gonna roll the astro dice to get a little bit of information because the pearl is seen to be a wound. So it's a healing that you're doing, and you're presented a pearl from Aphrodite or Venus when this wound is cleared. Okay, when this wound is alchemized, it's digging for gold. Okay, this is really deep. We've got the moon cycle, we've got the moon here. We've got the eighth house, which is all about mystery. Oh my goodness. And is this Scorpio? Pretty sure this is Scorpio. So I just changed it, but we got Scorpio coming up here. So we have the moon, which is talking about emotions, talking about that emotional body, talking about that divine feminine. And if you didn't catch at the beginning of the general information, I insist that I insist you go back because there's really some great stuff there. But if you didn't, it wants to come up again that the ancients believed that the pearl was born of earth, water, and heaven's powers and considered to be daughters of the moon. And so that is definitely coming up here. And in your eighth house, this is talking about a transformation, like literally a huge shift for you. And I thought it's Virgo energy. So Virgo energy is kind of a perfectionist energy, overthinking a little bit. It's all about like I said, perfectionist, maybe like feelings of unworthy. Okay. So I think we're getting to the heart of the situation here. We're going to do a couple shuffles here, three shuffles. That we're going to choose five. We're going to do five cards. And what we're going to do is show you information for the next 30 days. Okay. So first, we're getting live your soul, not a role. Okay. So it's pointing the direction. It's this heart, this higher heart awakening, what's in your heart, and the shadow is holding you back from claiming that alchemy, claiming that pearl, okay, that you're looking to desire. And so that's really talking about maybe there's this responsibility, maybe what you're feeling, it's a mystery. So literally, maybe you're feeling lost. Like, where am I going? What direction am I heading in? This says correct your mistakes, and we're seeing the red here. So definitely feeling like the Egyptian timeline here. I'm definitely feeling your root chakra, and the mirrored is it's resonating in your feminine, because we are talking about the connection here in your feminine energy. Okay. And we've got that red sea. So I love that this is all coming, but there's a mirror there. Okay. There's a mirror there, and that's talking about correcting your mistakes. So, how can you go back and change your thought process about something that has really kind of hurt you? How is particularly some sort of trauma or some sort of life event not clouded your thinking? Because this is connected, I believe, to this like unworthiness a little bit. But this is not something you inflicted on yourself. This is something, a reaction that happens based on, and look at the heart. I have been playing this meditation and it just stopped. So let's get that going. And I think that came up with purpose, as everything happens with purpose. I'm seeing number 22 on the clock. This is really meant for you, okay? And your heart is literally stopping potentially. What I mean by that is there's really something deep within. Okay, this is deep. We're not talking something trivial. Okay, still right there. This is down deep, and you're trying to get there, but you're still alchemizing potentially. You're still alchemizing. Yeah, build on solid ground. Okay, so we're getting ground again, has to do with the root chakra. We've got all this alchemy going on, and potentially you've made lots of different steps, but you haven't really been able to get to the solid here. Okay, notice how this is in bold. So we're still feeling some shadows. We're still feeling a lot of heavy, dense energy around you. So let's figure out how we can, get to the bottom of this, so to speak. All right. So this first card I'm going to draw is going to tell you the situation. And look at it came up. Oh my gosh. It literally came up. I didn't I didn't even turn it over. So this is really jumping out. Refine your attention. Okay? Now, isn't that interesting that it was upside down? I feel like you've been in hermit mode. Just with that, you've been pulled away, trying to refine your attention. So, what I mean by that is what's keeping you in that dense energy. Um, there's an element as I'm trying to find the words. There's like this element of denial here. There's an element. It's like this is about going full circle. Look at the pearl, like look at the pearls. They're leading you. Look at all these steps that you've been taking, potentially for lifetimes. This black pearl is all about not letting, and I love that Josephine Baker came up because remember, she made it at a time of like huge racism. Everyone would think this could never happen. She was the diamond in the rough. And so are you. And so are you. You're the diamond in the rough. And, you know, it's all about what you think, whatever you think is true. Okay. So, claim your art on bottom. Are you an artist? Are you a creative? Because that is what's really coming up here. Okay. Some sort of art that you're doing. Think of the arts, painting, music. There's an expression here. Um, and you want to refine what you're giving your attention to. That's the very center of what's coming up here. Okay. So, is there an attachment? Are you attached to something? And it just kind of keeps going round and round. And is this attachment um, dense energy against yourself potentially? I really want to get more information here. So let's go ahead and find out more. There's special magic that you're meant to hear. Be patient. Be patient. It's all about following the steps, right? 38:44 on the clock. Talking about 38 is an 11. So it's like from the 11 to the 22 to the 33 to the 44. Okay. So be patient. There's certain steps involved here. You're definitely on track. So that's the special message that you're meant to hear is you are on track. But look at there's lots of little steps in between to get to the end. Okay. And that's going to actually assist you. You were brought here just to hear that message. The step that is behind you is rejuvenation. So you probably just pulled back and took a break. This is just confirming that. This energy is what's behind you. It doesn't mean that it just means that it's already left the building. Okay. So when I see rejuvenate here, I'm seeing a time where you've pulled back, that you've kind of, just maybe just did some other things in between. If you're spiritually based, you haven't been doing that work, okay? Or if you're an artist, you've got maybe you just had to pull back. Maybe you were feeling a block, okay? You've been digging for gold. It's a lot of work. And so you found the purpose of rejuvenation, okay? And this is behind you. I don't know why, but Juve is really coming out. Maybe you've been spending some time with kids. I'm feeling juvenile, okay? Um, that word specifically is coming up for purpose for you guys. So you've taken some time out with your kids, or potentially, maybe that's the situation, is you felt like you hadn't taken enough time out for your kids, for those that are important for you. You found that whatever this energy is doing, it's keeping you from the people that you love. And so there's this time of rejuvenation. You've just pulled back. You've really tried to feel more centered, taken some time for yourself. Okay. And that's great because be patient is the message. And so that's something that you're going to want to come back to. I do understand that this is really deep. With the black pearl, I'm getting this is, something that's really putting you on your path. And so, um, not that there's a comparison, but this is the only black pearl. Do you see what I'm saying? You're the shadow workers. You're the shadow walkers is what I'm hearing. The shadow walkers. And so as you doing your walk, you show others how to do their walk. Okay? And that's what I'm seeing here. It's like everything in a line, which also is what I'm seeing here. And it's like as much as you want to go to the next step, it's like every step has purpose. So the energy that's coming towards you is that alchemy. Look at this. This is so beautiful. Okay. First of all, let's look on the outside, because what you're going to see on the outside is the stars. Okay. You're a star. This is really going to propel you. The energy coming towards you is you're finally going to see people resonating with your work. There's this alchemy that I'm seeing here as the duality starts to mix. You go way down into what I like to call the treasure chest. This is really putting you on point here into the new earth. And with this heart showing here, this is that alchemy. You're seeing a solution, you're imagining solutions, you're seeing past this block, okay? And that block is the irritant. That's what causes the pearl, right? And so it's like you're finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? You're really starting to see how this can actually alchemize for you and how it's meant for you. But again, be patient, okay? I'm bringing this up with purpose because, and look at B is definitely being emphasized here. What I mean by that is you don't have to recreate anything. It's all meant for you. Um, and I'm getting a lot of this box, okay? So don't box yourself in. As these stars are seen in the inside, it's like they come from the external first. And this is what comes in and really allows you to feel more in your flow. Okay. So, but it's like a new structure, a rebirth, as we were talking about, that these are specifically seen as a transformation, a huge transformation. And you're literally digging for gold. Okay. But what that gold is your authentic expression. That gold is truth, is really what it is. It's the truth of why these energies um, have been so heavy for you. So there's a truth in there that's coming. beautiful energy coming towards you. That intentions, wow. Okay, let's look at this. Part of following this step is refine your attention. What I love about this is coming up in my world. And so it resonates so much. Don't focus on the negative energies. You've taken the time to pull back and rejuvenate, but listen, be patient with yourself because you're still feeling those energies and you're feeling them with purpose, okay? Because they're it's nothing you're doing wrong. It's nothing you're doing wrong. Do you see the A? It's like the A is the beginning. So it's a new beginning. It's time to you're on the path. You're going full circle, but at the same time it's time to really make that plan, to really turn that energy into what's coming, okay? As 45:54 on the clock, the healing, the 99, okay? Flipping the script, okay. The 66 and flipping the script to the 99 to really allowing that hermit mode to go away. And how do you do that? Instead of focusing on what's making you feel stuck, focusing on the plan of what's getting you unstuck, the plan of you have something to offer. You have something to offer that's outside the box, and it's to help others in their shadow walk. But you got to start making the plan so that you can throw it out there, okay? So that you can really start. So that's the intention. The intention is to make a plan for the next 30 days, about how we can get out of this hermit mode, about how we can find a new home, our new shell, and really allow our creation to find us, to claim that art, to claim that creativity, that spark in the dark. Okay, because this is what's meant for you, for sure. And it's up to you. Like, you're so powerful. I feel this power, you know, knowing that you're the shadow walker. It's like whatever you decide is what's up to you. And this is a blessing and a curse. I'm feeling a blessing and a curse. Okay. Think of the Black Pearl. Think of the ship. What I'm thinking about is what's the name of that movie with Johnny Depp, and he is Jack Sparrow, right? And it's like they had to do several installments until they could actually get to the end. Okay. But it was all about following the map, making a plan of the next step in your treasure hunt. And you are searching for treasure, my friend. Yes, you are. And that treasure is you, your authenticity, your divine blueprint. And it's like there's a lot of energy trying to keep you from staying on track. And so that's why you want to make a plan so that you can actually keep yourself on track. Okay. And not allow that energy to take you off. Remember, refine your attention is like you're a star. You're a star. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting is you're a star. And this energy is really doing everything in its power to keep you from claiming this alchemy. Because why? It's going to change so much for so many. I feel it. You're the humanitarian. You're literally helping others find the gold at the end of their rainbow. You are energy workers who are allowing people to understand their communication device. You understand how energy works. You read energy. You are energy workers, energy teachers. Specifically talking about the rainbow, you show others on how to keep their communication system aligned. Yes. Okay. And that's the structure that's coming in. So, what is the magic? What is the magic when you follow the guidance shown here for the next 30 days, when you make your plan, when you imagine solutions, and you encourage yourself to be patient. Well, my friend, it's that you can shine your light, okay? Shine your light. And what that means is if you imagine what I'm getting here is I'm imagining a lighthouse. And this is you. You're the lighthouse, and you are a beacon of safety for others. Think about how lighthouses, you might even want to research how did lighthouses come to be? And I'm getting this like candle in the water. What I mean is you're the flame. Your light is a vibration because light is a vibration. Light is a frequency 50-50 on the clock. What? Your light and your vibration, as you increase your vibration, your light shines. And what that does is it pulls people to you. And this is what's happening here in the energy coming towards you is there's just going to be people coming towards you. Knock, knock, opportunity. Okay. Um, Different situations, different opportunities out of the blue. Okay. That you're going to notice. And this is from the beginning, it's all about the structure, right? And so this structure is a rebirth into your authentic you. What's in your heart? What's in your heart? And I love the alchemy of the marble. I'm feeling marble in the background because this is grounded in for you. This is always meant for you. This is the rock, okay? You're the rock for others, is what I'm hearing. And you're able to help others ground their energy, okay? And so this is what's coming for you, my friend. The mystery is leading you step by step. So there's this feeling of being blinded, okay? But this is the Ascended Masters. You're digging for gold, my friends. You're digging for gold. You have a special map that's leading you. And this information is really taking and manifesting in this world. And that's what I'm feeling here. It's like that's what everything you've been doing is really leading to a manifestation in the 3D. This is that rock, the marble. And it's going to stay, it's going to stand for a long time. This is a testament. Think of marble like Michelangelo, his artwork, Claim Your Art, is still standing the test of time. And so what you are doing is going to be the same. And it's very grounding for others. Hey girl, what's up? I'm just doing the black pearl. You might want to go back because I have a feeling that's what's for you. On bottom, it's talking about keeping your commitments. Okay, that this is part of your structure. So don't allow the energy swirls and twirls to take you off track. That is the point of that energy, to keep you going in circles. Okay, to keep you going in circles. So we're going to make a stamp and really alchemize that and manifest huge into this 3D world. So those are the messages I got for the Black Pearl, for the Tahitian Pearl, for you Josephine Bakers. Remember, you are the diamond. Oh, God, I'm goosebumps. You are the diamond in the rough. Literally, the diamond in the rough. And you know, I just came back to, she had a cheetah. She had a cheetah as with a diamond collar. And you know, this just came back full circle because the cheetah, they have markings here. And your tears, okay, black pearl pile. Those of you that are the black pearls, your tears, okay, they're your war paint. That's why you're the shadow walkers. and you understand and you're able to hold the space for others as they make their walk. And that's something not everybody can do. Okay. And the goat is coming up because it just keeps climbing to the top of its mountain, and it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. And that's what you're meant to do. Just keep bringing that vibration higher and higher and higher. Don't worry about the storms that try to knock you off your block. Okay. And the last one, her last, the pig. I'm hearing when pigs fly. Well, guess what, my friend? You're about to see a lot of pigs flying because this is meant for you this lifetime. This is meant for you potentially in these next 30 days, or this is confirming what's coming up for you. This is meant for you. So it takes 6 months for a pearl, but up to 2 years. We don't want you to get lost in the shuffle. Okay, so keep those commitments. Keep those commitments because that is part of your structure. And I feel like one more card. I knew it. Third card was become a clear channel. What? I'm instantly getting the Herkimer Diamond, which is an attunement that I do. And I'm not offering that currently, but I could offer it one-on-one. Should you feel guided, please contact me. Very affordable, $7 for the Herkimer Diamond attunement, which does what? It literally clears your channel. But actually, as I'm saying that, it's not just, it's all about the steps. And so I'm going to be teaching a class, and that's going to be coming in on that as I was presented a black pearl, and I'm literally making my plan to help others as they walk their walk. So please keep coming back to this channel. These are your messages, just beautiful messages. Please like this video. Please subscribe. Please come back. I'd love to have you, but we've got to move on to the next one. So 5725. We're moving on to our third pearl. Thank you for coming here, pile number 3. We've got the earth energy coming forward for you guys. We're going to go ahead and shuffle in just a moment, but that's automatically all about grounding. Whenever you see this in my readings, it's always talking about grounding, okay? Yeah, I feel like, girl, go back and watch. I'll do the timestamp. I knew pile number 2 is for you. Yeah. So we're on pile number 3. All right. So I was just finishing the end of that. All right. So pile number 3 is, okay, beautiful painting. It's called Hide and Seek. And this is also a European pearl. So we've got European pearls showing up, and you're all a little bit different, okay? But what I mean by that is the Ascended Masters have brought you here. You've taken initiation, but I feel like you guys are at the beginning. I feel like this is just starting for you. Some messages I have for you is this is, first of all, right time, right place, number 444. So if you've been seeing 444, it's letting you know it's time to cross a bridge into this initiation to claim your pearl, which is a wound. The pearl is a wound that you're healing, and you're presented this pearl upon completion from Aphrodite or Venus, whichever one you want to look at. But this particular painting, what was interesting about this is when I was doing some research, led here to there to there, what came up with purpose is it was quite a production back in the day. Russia used to be the biggest exporter of pearls, but it was quite a production, and only men could search for the pearls. And there was quite a ceremony. They had to be blessed because it was believed that I wrote it down on the next page. I loved this. It was believed that evil men could not take pearls or could find pearls. So I thought that was interesting. And what I think more than anything is this is talking about the divine masculine for those of you that chose this. Okay, potentially. Let's find out. We're going to roll the dice. Let's find out the energy around. Ooh, that wanted to come out. Let's find out the energy around you. Okay, so we're talking about your fourth house. We've got Libra. Ooh, hello, Libras. I'm a Libra. And we also have the energy of the sun. Okay, so that really is taking me exactly what I was talking about. The sun. I was feeling the divine masculine for sure. And this is Libra. It has to do with a relationship, relationships of all sorts. And we're getting the fourth house. So this is talking about parental figures, domestic, what's at the heart. And so I'm really feeling that this is a relationship between you and another person. It could be romantic. Let's find out. It could be your relationship with yourself. It could be a relationship you had with a previous life. So it's a general read, but let's get into it. We're gonna do what I call my full moon reading. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle right away. I see there's a wake up call. So yeah, you probably were led here for purpose. There's a tsunami. I'm feeling this in your feminine energy. There's a lot of triggers. There's a lot of dense energy as that's happening for all who have the pearls, but I feel like this just started for you, okay? And so you were led here by your ascended masters to know that you are on the initiation trail, that a new dawn, a new day is coming for you. Um wow. And we're getting all the water here. So it's like definitely you're feeling the swirls of the energy. Okay, there's that moon and there's that sun. So there's this difference between the duality of the sun and the moon. And just in case you didn't read the beginning, ancient times they referred to the pearl as born from the earth water. And these are my earth magic, born from the earth water and heaven's powers, and considered to be daughters of the moon. So we're talking about that feminine energy, but this is talking about alignment, seeing the sun. So this is all about the combination of both, the relationship. And look at, we cannot make this up. There's the sun, the summer solstice, the rebirth. So this is we cannot make this up, you guys. So let's go ahead and find out a little bit more specifically for you. The first card is really going to show more information. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting more information here. There's a purification process going on. So the sun is coming up with purpose. What I mean by that is right now there's some shadow balancing happening. There's like the fog, like there's that phrase, you can't see the forest through the trees. Okay. So you've kind of lost vision. You're feeling this energy. You're not really sure where it's taking you, but you're in the process right now of the rain. And that means that your soul is being nourished by these emotions because there's a purification process going on, especially at night. Okay, and that's why we're getting the sun and the moon. And every day you rise, you might feel the morning. There's some sacred work to really kind of get yourself in the right mindset. Um, throat chakra. Okay, so I'm definitely feeling the solar plexus. And there's this purification process going on. So, are you having stomach pains? Are you literally having physical symptoms? Because you potentially, this has all started for you so that you can go full circle and alchemize and start the process of getting this gift of the pearl, okay, which is an irritant. in that feminine energy. So there's something very much irritating you. And right now there's purification process going on that's really just, I believe that this is uh, the elements really coming in. You can't see it, but there's the full moon in the background here. Okay. So purification process for me was very much at night, feeling lots of different energies, potentially waking up in the middle of the night, feeling the burn. Are you feeling the burn? Like literally. And I just want you to know that you came here for purpose because this energy that you're feeling, this fire is for you. What the fire is doing is it's creating a purification process so that you can actually alchemize. Okay. So this is like the violet fire rather than just fire. Okay. So that's definitely what I'm feeling here is that there's this burning process that's literally happening and you're feeling it. You're feeling it. Okay. So that should resonate with you. Um, Oh, I'm on bottom. Sorry. The next is the magic, the magic that you're meant to hear. Okay? The magic that you're meant to hear, special magic just by being here. This is what you're meant to hear. What? You're at a completion. So here I thought you were at the beginning, but actually you're at the end. Okay? You're at the end. You're crossing the bridge into the new earth. Okay. So, wait a minute. Did I read all the channeled messages for you guys? Ah, look at this. I knew I was forgetting something. You are the grid workers. You are the way showers. So, you are actually looking to find the pearl. Look at the pearl. Oh my gosh. Um, the center, you're getting to the center. And this full moon has purpose for you. This full moon is in Aries, which is the fire. Come on. This is really linking up. Okay. 10707. The magic is really around you. Okay. It's all around you. And so don't worry about the energy that's here. The source, the divine spirit is like making sure that it can't touch you because you are bringing in the new earth. And this is um potentially what I'm feeling here for you guys. I'm getting this feeling of trauma for some of you in your childhood. And so this is a completion of the cycle of understanding the gift in the challenge. Okay. So, whatever it is, we're getting the gift in the challenge. And I love that I'm seeing, because you're the way showers. I was just saying that. So, look at you have found a way to root your tree, to root yourself into the new earth. And you're showing others how they can do the same. See how there's no root there? Okay. So it's like you're either starting the process or ending the process, but this is all about a completion for you as you're putting your branches. Like I saw another tree here, but it's part of the branches. So you're branching out and showing others how they can root into the new earth as well. Wow. And this has been, for nobody has it been easy. Those of you that are doing the pearls, this is initiation. Okay. It's nothing easy, but making sure that you're grounding is very important. Okay. um so get those walks out there. You might want to come to our circle tonight. Actually, we have a full moon okay, what? We have a full moon circle tonight. And so you might want to join our circle. If you're seeing this at the right time, at the right place, 444, right time, right place. I'm doing a dragon blood Jasper attunement tonight. And that's all about grounding into the new earth. And I'm really feeling that might be really perfect for you. So if you're seeing this, make sure that you go on our Ascension Warriors. You can get a link to the Ascension Warriors. I'm going to be sharing this on the Ascension Warriors as soon as I'm done. So if you see this, please join our full moon circle tonight. That really could be the special magic just for you, to really ground your energy. The energy that's leaving you is the hermit mode. You've been a lot of solitude, feeling very alone. And this could be based on, and it's like I'm feeling so many different emotions here. So I feel like there's different people that are going to find this. Some that are beginning their journey and some who are ending their journey. But you are in this moment where you feel like an island, like everything's been taken away from you. Okay. But what I love is there's this reflection here in the calm water. So, and there's this birth of this tree here. Do you see that? You're seeing something new develop. So even though this is something that's behind you, meaning this is already part of your energy. So this is like something you just went through, and it should resonate that even though you feeling like an island, and there's this vibration of feeling lonely, but at the same point in time it resonates with you because you are pulling in something new. You're starting to see a new vision, even though the clouds haven't dispersed yet, even though there's this energy around you. There's this third eye activation. There's this, I mean, we cannot make this up. Look at the tree here. Okay, this is the special message for you, and it's the same tree. It's the same tree. And in fact, it's there at the beginning. So there's this tree. Oh my gosh, it is the same tree, you guys. It's right, I'm pointing to this one, but it's right here. Wow. And you're being purified. And look at how the growth is not really happening to the other trees, but this process is helping you grow, helping you root. And the full moon is really not only helping you root into what you are, but helping others. And then we're adding color now. So we're seeing some colors. So third eye activation, you could have just had some gifts come online, maybe some sight. I'm getting the third eye. So what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling there is there's many ways that this can come in. It's not just sight, but I am feeling some sight. I'm seeing the color. Okay. So maybe you have just started seeing colors in meditation, specifically the purples. Okay. And the purple fire, I'm definitely feeling all this purple for you. And so this could be a third eye activation. Okay. Let's see the energy coming in. Oh my God. Are you freaking kidding me? This is so crazy. I literally was feeling the purples, okay? The crystals. Okay, so those of you that find this, no matter where you are on your journey, please watch for what I offer because I do crystal attunements, and the crystals are literally coming forward for you. And what the attunements do is they all are different, but I have this Karate Kid challenge next weekend. And I really feel it's going to be perfect for you. And this is why it's so divine. But here we have, what appears to be the mountains. I'm feeling Mount Shasta, the root chakra, and these waters. It's all intertwined. And so we've got this, what we were feeling for you. It's like we've got these shadows, these triggers coming up, and the crystals allow you to hold that vibration so that you can literally focus, so that you can see through. And that's what we're getting. See through the tunnel, see through the storm, okay? Seeing through the fog. This is really, really, really resonating so much for me, for you, okay? And the crystals in particular shown here are amethyst. And amethyst definitely has to do with your sacral chakra, definitely has to do with your third eye, and definitely has to do with your mental body. So these are all related, and this is the energy coming into you. The energy is coming in so that you can find your focus. And crystals in particular are helping you do that. So if you don't feel called for that, you definitely are feeling called for crystals in some way. So with the full moon here and getting in the cycle of a full moon, I definitely recommend that you grid some crystals, that you do some ceremony around the full moon, maybe writing down these emotions and burning them on the full moon. Definitely, you want to get plugged into that. So, if you're not part of a group already that's really plugged into the moon cycle, please drop a note here and I will respond and I will hook you up with a group because I feel that if you're at the beginning of your journey, you need that. Okay. And if you're in the middle of your journey, you still need that. We all need this connection. All right. So that just was just so synchronistic. So that's the energy coming in. But the intentions moving forward is to really stillness, meditation, the lake house. Okay. So lots of water here. Definitely, we're talking about the sacral chakra, the third eye chakra, the relationship between the two. Um, it's all about stilling the waters because remember, we started with the tsunami, which is not still waters. So this is the intention to find the stillness, to find the trees, right? To find the trees, to really take a moment of solitude, really pulling back. Now, it might be yoga for you. I'm getting meditation would definitely be helpful to still those waters, to find those insights. And the crystals, the working the two together is definitely going to be helpful in you going full circle and really getting your pearl. Okay. And this is for the next 30 days. I cannot make this up. This is getting yourself in the ebb and the flow. This is the magic that occurs. This is the outcome when you follow the energy that's brought up is, getting yourself into that flow, the ebb and the flow of the waves. So we don't have these huge tsunamis like knocking your breath out, these situations that knock your breath out. And look at the sun coming out, right? So this is all about stepping into your power. Your lower chakras, um, and in the picture we had digging for gold and we had the purple and the orange. Man, this is all about activations to your third eye and your sacral chakra. And if you feel called, there's just so much to learn about this. And the reason this is coming up because this is the outcome. When you get to those sacral waters in that third eye, when your vision and your sacral and your creativity are sparked in the divine way, you can go to that solar plexus. The sun is all about standing in your power, owning your throne. It's all about the seed of your power, which is your solar plexus, which affects your what? Your affects your authenticity. And so this is just really beautiful how the cards have come together. And what's on bottom is shape shifting. So you've been shifting and shifting and shifting. I'm getting that Atlantean timeline specifically because this is where I see the shape shift. It's like the flood came in, the tsunami came in, took everybody out, and then they shape shifted throughout every lifetime to find their way back. But in some ways, this was blocked. Okay, so there's a block. And that's why we've got the crystals coming in, talking about increasing the vibration, talking about the meditation, okay, and getting on the moon cycle. So if you don't know already, you are a divine feminine. And maybe the shape shifting is showing that you have been working a lot in your masculine energy. So what I mean by that is you're the doer. You've always got these great ideas, but are they inspired? Are they inspired? This is a very good question because co-creation is about inspired action. It's taking the action that your voice, that your inner heart says, not that your head says. Okay, so this is all talking about alignment between your masculine and your feminine energies, and getting them in sync, getting them to work together, the sun and the moon working together so that you can claim that pearl of wisdom. Um, Really just so beautiful. So I hope this resonated with you. I hope that it did. Please like this video if it did, if you got messages here. Subscribe if you haven't, hit that bell, get the reminders. I go live every week, sometimes several times a week. And I would love to connect with you. So if you feel guided about learning more about crystal attunements, please drop a message in the comments, please, so I can share it with you, because I really feel that that is something that would really resonate with you. We're going to move on to pile number 4. And I love that we're moving on at 1:20:30 is your timestamp. So, boy, those of you that chose pile number 4, you have been working with your ancestors. We have the runes coming up specifically for you guys. But you have a lot. We're getting the 100, the 20, the 30. So we've got a lot of energy twisting around you. Let's find out what this energy is about with our astro dice. For those of you that chose pile number 4, we're going to go ahead and roll. And I'm going to share some. Yep, we got Gemini. We've got the moon energy, and we literally have the number 1. Wow. This is really incredible energy. Those of you that chose this, you chose the painting, the girl with the pearl earring. She's looking behind her, and she's got in her left ear a pearl. And we're getting the golden age. This is the white golden sea South Sea pearl. And literally, they can be golden pearls, okay? Silver and gold. And this is a very interesting, I've got a lot of really interesting messages for you. Number 1, number 66 and number 99, specifically coming in. This is very similar to the last one. But, what I'm seeing here for you is this is actually about grace and gratitude for yourself, so that you can flip the script. I'm also getting for the last one, if you resonate with the last reading, but you weren't really sure, this one might be more appropriate for you, because also in hermit mode, looking for your shell, looking for your new home. Okay. And I'm getting a lot with hearing. So this is all about, are you a channeler? Are you you've been in hermit mode, and but your structure is going to change. This particular painting was signed with Roman numeral 4 mirror, and I was meant to share that with you because mirror is coming up for you, feeling upside down, and how can we flip the script for you? Originally this painting was found to have really dark background, but originally it was never like that. It was deep green. So for you, playing the 639 frequency in the background, and I put it in the comments of 23, 24, following the steps, because you're definitely going to resonate with the fact that you're having a heart awakening, and it's really deep. It's really deep, and that's what we're doing. We're digging down for that gold to claim the pearl, which is the wound. There's a healing that you're doing, and it's deep. This is super deep. And so let's get into it. We've got the runes coming forward. Now, those of you that choose this, please be patient, because the runes are something new that I'm doing. And I'm going to actually pull it down here for you. But the energy around your situation, we're getting the emotions, we're getting the moon cycle, okay? We're getting, which has to do with your divine feminine. Of course, the painting is a divine feminine, so you're definitely a divine feminine. There's this Gemini, so there's this duality, and almost like a twin flame, okay, is what I'm getting for you. And the first house represents beginnings, a new beginnings, okay? Talks about your personal life, beauty and new beginnings. It also may warn of future mishaps. But what I'm feeling here is that this is all about, you know, starting something brand new. And Gemini, the energy there was that duality, right? But there's also this mischievousness, clever thoughts, emotion over rationality, and curiosity. Okay, so there's a lot of mystery surrounding you. So this is the energy that I'm feeling. But let's get a little bit more specific with the runes and really find out with this first one the energy that is coming to play. Okay. And so it's like a lightning bolt, okay, is what I'm feeling. So the energy that I'm feeling, I have to use my book a little bit with this one because I want to tell you, I want to tell you some stuff. I'm going to do it intuitively, but this is the you, okay? And I do the Norwegian rune. So here's a little poem right here. The yew is winter's greenest wood. It sputters when it burns. And that is so interesting because what I was getting is that this is a lightning bolt to that feminine energy. We're getting the moon cycle here. So there's been a big shift. You're feeling the emotions. You're feeling a lot of energy. Like this is a lightning bolt, fast moving energy. Okay, so this will resonate. Fast moving energy all around you, but it's happening with purpose so that you can claim that pearl. This is for the next 30 days, okay, this reading. And so in the next 30 days, this energy is coming in with purpose to help you to claim that golden pearl so that you can take that pearl. And it is said, if you didn't watch the beginning, that the pearl is actually, some say, and my team told me yes, that pearls keep your aura cleansed and clear. It brings truth as a stone of sincerity, and it brings loyalty to a cause. So I feel that this is a new beginning, and this is about being loyal to something in your heart. This is down deep. It could be a relationship, it could be with a family member. This is between you and somebody else. Definitely feeling that. It could be romantic. So there's definitely a lot of energy swirls going on for you. You are feeling it for sure. You probably have been very tired. Um, you're definitely feeling something there. Okay. Now let's see. The U is a twisted U, stands green leafed. Okay, so I wanna show, yeah, transition, matters of life and death. Literally or symbolically, you're going through a rebirth, a gateway, a threshold, a groove, a womb, regeneration. And it says it's not reversible. Okay, so this is happening no matter what. I'm feeling a rebirth, is what I'm feeling here. Okay, now the special magic that you're meant to hear at this moment is the year. Okay, so this is the year, and this is talking about that you're going through this rebirth with purpose, this energy. You're going to claim this pearl this year. Okay, first of all. Now, if you didn't share at the beginning, the month of March was being highlighted that the Ascended Masters issued an initiation, which you decided to take. It can be anywhere from 6 months to 2 years, but you are getting this year. Okay. So know that that's for you. And also, what I'm seeing here, special message, is you were feeling less than, but you will feel greater than. Okay. So, this, wow, that's really, truly beautiful. The energy that has left you. I'm getting a message before I do this. These are my runes are on bison, and this is coming up with purpose for you. because sacrifice is something you've had a lot of responsibility. You've had a lot to hold down. You feel like you've sacrificed a lot. And I love that I'm mentioning that here before this rune, because I am seeing in sideways that you have climbed many mountains. And in fact, you just climbed a big mountain to get back on path. So it looks like a P, okay? And this reminds, and the P is actually, this is, I already know what this is without looking, is it's kind of like Thor's hammer, like how he uses the hammer to assist him in getting somewhere. So even though you just climbed a huge obstacle, you, I believe, just claimed a gift in that obstacle. Okay. Or if you're still, this is the energy behind you, meaning it's already part of you. Okay. I just want to see if there might be another message here. So bear with me as I look up each one here. All right. So 106. All right. Sorry, I went too far. This is the WOHO. Okay. Joy. So it talks about a village by fields rich with grain. It is framed with the rising summer sun. So joy is a higher element of happiness. And the key words we're here are happiness, bliss, fulfillment, joyful. So I picked it up in this position. Oh, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. That is not the right rune. Okay. I'm sorry about that. They're all very similar. Why am I not seeing this one? Okay, well, I'm just going to read it as we were reading it, that this is the hammer. What I mean by that is this is the gift and the challenge. So you just went through a big challenge. This is going to resonate with you. You just overcame a huge obstacle. And this could be, this could be why this fast moving energy is really kind of taking you for a loop here, which is why you're turning around looking back like, what the heck? I just got back on track and now I'm feeling like I'm off track again. Okay? That's literally what I'm feeling here. So let's go ahead and choose the energy coming at you. This mountain that you climbed is already part of your energy. It's already part of you. So just kind of imagine it put you onto the next step. So don't be surprised that this fast moving energy is coming in. It's coming in for you with purpose. And it's really taking you for a loop. But in front of you, okay, and look at this. It's like, this is your path. Okay, so I just want to show you how these connect. We've got this fast moving energy that's coming in. And, you're like, ooh, I'm back on path. But this energy is zigzagging you. But look it's zigzagging you with purpose. What I'm seeing here is there's this element of the zigzag. Like here it is. This is the zigzag. This is in between here. Here's the end, right? Here's your path where you were. We've got this zigzag. And what it's doing is taking you so that you can look at something new. All right. So you're going up in vibration, but then we have a chance to kind of fall down and look into something new. So let's see what this is exactly. But I'm seeing that this energy is really forcing you to look at something, and there's this element of going backwards. Okay, if you look at the picture you chose, she's looking behind her, and of course you can't really move forward while you're looking behind. Yeah, so this is the actual challenge. This is the new initiation. So the Ascended Masters want you to know, yeah, you climbed that mountain, and guess what? We're getting ready to go into another one. This is actually called the Wild Ox. It is slag is cast from bad iron. reindeer crosses the hard snow. So what we're talking about is this is going in, there's a challenge in front of you, a trial, there's a quest, okay? And this is why you found your place here. This is why it's connecting. There's a quest, connecting to your ancestors. There's something to overcome, but it's aligning you with mastery, okay? It's aligning you with mastery. So there's something that you must face in order for the growth to occur. And that's why this fast moving energy has come in. Okay. And so you've, like I said, you found yourself here with purpose. So what are the intentions that you can set to overcome this challenge? I love this. X marks the spot. You're going on a quest. You're going on a treasure hunt. So you're going on the energy's coming in to take you a little bit sideways, right? But it's for you. It's helping you. It's like it feels like you're falling down into something, but really it's leading you to that pearl. It's helping you find that treasure, the pearl. Okay? That is literally what I'm getting here. So this is known as so that's your intention, to find the treasure, to know that you are looking for a pearl, to know that if you fall into a new obstacle, to allow yourself to fall all the way in so that you can fall through, is what I'm hearing here. Because the brightest light is at the other side of the tunnel. And at first, when you try to resist, it's like, when you fall into a dark spot, like that hole, that's the energy. It's like, we got another challenge. The first obstacle when you fall, I keep getting this fall here. I'm showing you for a reason. It's like the first inclination is to climb out of the hole, but that just takes you back to the previous path. What you want to do is fall through the hole so that you can find the treasure at the bottom. X marks the spot. It's at the bottom of the hole. And at the bottom of the hole, bottom of the tunnel, is the brightest light. It's a piece of you that you've left behind. That's what it is. It's the gift. This is the gift. It's called the gift. I knew X marks the spot, but it's the gift in the literal challenge. Now, this is happening in the next 30 days. So this doesn't have to go on and on and on. It's up to you if it's going to go on and on and on. Whatever you decide is what's going to happen here. But the Ascended Masters and your ancestors want you to know this challenge, just fall into it. Just fall into it and say to yourself, why is this happening? What am I going to learn here? What's the gift in the challenge? Because that's what you're really meant to find. Now, the special magic that you can get, I know it's hard to see these upside down, but I'm just going to show you. It's greater than. I love this because remember, the special message you were meant to hear is this is your year. This is your time. Didn't we share for you guys the numbers 66 and 99? You're meant to flip the script. You're meant to turn things upside down, okay? You're meant to not feel, maybe you felt unworthy, but for you to realize that you were never meant to feel that way. And that's what this challenge has brought up for you. It's allowing you to not only move in the direction, this is like an arrow, okay? So it's facing to the right. So I'm feeling that to the right is a masculine energy. I feel that this is potentially in a relationship. This is helping you get alignment. This is bringing you a greater sense of who you are. This is bringing you to more than you think. That gift is really showing you a whole new direction. Okay? This is called the Kines. I'm going to read in the book what it has to do. Page 96. And this is the torch. This is the light. This is the outcome for you. It's taking you to the light. God, this is just matching up to everything I was telling you. So ulcer is the curse of children. Grief turns us pale. Now, this I chose in the inverse, okay? So the inverse message is all about, let me find it here so I can, this is talking about carrying the torch, the light within, the light of learning, okay? And it links fire to the mental agility. So yeah, this is I'm feeling, what I'm really feeling here is a connection to the fire. That's what we're getting, the torch, the lightning. Remember how we started? It's like this fire, but that lightning came and kind of this lightning, this energy is instigating this new challenge. Find the gift at the bottom of the tunnel, but you are gonna come out of it with the torch. And what that means is, as you're walking, you've got a torch, and people are going to be able to find that. So whatever you're beholding it, so it's pulling something to you, pulling what's in your heart to you, the passion. And I really feel this is related to the Atlantean timeline. I really do. Because that is like the golden timeline. We've got the golden, everything is gold here. So this is all about alchemy. So we've got the sun, the moon, but the Gemini is showing the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon. This is a new beginning. This is where you can really bring forth what you are meant to bring. And you're the torch. You're the light in the darkness, so that people can get their self back on path. Just beautiful. So thank you so much for being here. I hope this reading resonated with you. Please, if it did, if you found messages, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell so that you can come back here every time. I thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Take care.